It's a cheerful welcome I bring to each one of you with the hopes, dreams, and aspirations that we all share. I've always believed that a good talk is like a comet, dazzling, eye-opening, and over even before you know it. And that's exactly what I plan to achieve today at TEDxHRCollege. I generally avoid giving advice during my talks. As a little schoolgirl wrote, Socrates was a wise Greek philosopher who went around giving advice to people. They poisoned him. Well, today I'm here to offer you some exceptionally influential ideas that will excite, energize, and elevate you. Ideas revolving around the four powerful C's of confidence, commitment, consistency, and compassion. Today, my story may empower you to become a champion of your craft, warrior for your growth, and a guardian of unconditional love. Today, let's try deconstructing this hashtag, one of the most frequently used hashtags by me on social media, hashtag Forever Fierce. Society has made us believe in a series of misconceptions. It has encouraged a culture of feeble and fearful individuals who fail to rise beyond the ordinary, who fail to come out of their comfort zone, individuals who eventually give up on their dreams the moment the smallest obstacle pops up. Yet today, let's get to the truth of passion and purpose, to the truth of tenacity and audacity. Will you make the decision over the coming hours to raise your standards and step up to your highest potential? What bold acts and strong moves will you make in order to unleash your authenticity? What body of work will you create so that the generations who follow will know that you've been here? I guess what I'm trying to offer before you, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that life is too short to play small with your talents. Or perhaps each one of us is gifted, but some people never open the packages. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Swaima Ahmad. By profession, I happen to be an educational entrepreneur, soft skills trainer, event manager, and a social activist. But I feel all of these roles boil down to one, and that is a work in progress. I firmly believe that there are no extra people walking on this planet, and every life has a purpose. We all knew these truths as children, so we walked around fearlessly. We reached, we dreamed, we lived life passionately, and we stood on possibility. But gradually, as we grew up, we forgot what it means to be exuberant and bold and fiercely alive. Being ordinary became acceptable. Well, today, I would like to share with you my journey of becoming forever fierce. My astonishing journey started way back when I was in 8th standard. I was suffering from Bell's palsy, an idiopathic facial paralysis. From being unable to talk properly to experiencing distorted pronunciations because of the paralyzed facial muscles. From being a laughing stock before my own friends to securing below average marks in my oral exams because of my poor speech. I feel it was definitely a major setback. A major setback because life had come to a standstill for almost 8 months. A major setback because this episode had the power to sabotage my confidence and self-esteem until I gave up altogether. But on my path to recovery, I gradually started challenging my own disability. I started craving for outright fearlessness, and I did get an opportunity to overcome this weakness and convert my weakness into my greatest strength. When I realized that the rigorous physiotherapy sessions and the heavy doses of antibiotics failed to produce the desired results, I decided to find my own hack to overcome this trauma. And using my disability of poor speech as an effective weapon, I garnered enough courage to take part in the first ever elocution competition of my life. It was undeniably confounding, confusing, and chaotic. According to an American study, if there's something people fear more than death, it is public speaking. Well, I did feel the extreme fear of public speaking, but I knew I had to do it anyway. Winning that local inter-school elocution competition way back in 2008, just to prove my mettle, kindled my inner fire. A fire that I believe could never be extinguished. Ladies and gentlemen, today I feel incredibly honored and humbled to be standing here and sharing with you my astonishing journey of becoming forever fierce. In the last 9 years, I got opportunities to win more than 500 debates and elocution competitions, followed by conducting 300 plus workshops in the areas of effective communication, particularly public speaking. And the most special, and with this, we come to the first mantra of becoming confidence. After all, I believe that the place where your greatest discomfort lies is also the spot where your largest opportunity lives. The projects that unnerve you, the feelings that threaten you, the beliefs that disturb you, and the manifestation of your spark that the insecure part of you is resisting are precisely what you need to do. The things that scare you, walking into those things is exactly how you reclaim your forgotten power. That's exactly how you get back that magic and awe that you lost after childhood. Albert Camus beautifully writes, "Live to the point of tears." Ladies and gentlemen, bagging the university's Best Student Award in 2016, followed by other excellence awards. Running a pan-India company named Footprints Events, along with a soft skills institute named Finesse Academy, taught me the art of walking the extra mile in all that I do. You know, today we live in a world that is seduced by design gorgeous careers. But we wonder if there is an easy way to the world class without having to work hard. We all dream of building a joyful and fulfilling life. But sometimes we tend to ignore the power of simple rituals like waking up early, exercising, writing a to-do list every day. Rituals that have the power to take you to the ideals that you aspire to become. And that brings me to my second mantra for becoming forever fierce in your game and craft. It's called commitment to something that you're paid for. Are you interested or committed? You may ask, what's the difference between interest and commitment? Well, I firmly believe that interest procrastinates, whereas commitment does the work whenever time permits. Interest makes excuses, whereas commitment keeps acquiring new skills and solutions. And simply by refining your goals so that they become ruthlessly clear. Daily plans and weekly plans, that is goal setting, and eventually holding yourself accountable for every small win and small loss. That's exactly how you sculpt a vision that will be so freaking awesome that you can put your life at stake just to achieve it. Ladies and gentlemen, walking you through the next mantra. You know, there's a tradition which says that when we are young, we spend all of our health accumulating wealth. And as we grow old and wise, we realize what's important, and then you're willing to spend all of our wealth for even just one day of good health. After all, we don't want to be the richest people in the graveyard, and trust me when I say that fitness can be a game changer for you. Exactly a year ago, I did not need a personal trainer as much as I wanted someone to follow me around and slap the unhealthy food out of my hands. I remember my fitness coach once telling me to bend down and touch my toes. I told him that I don't have that kind of a relationship with my toes. Can I just wave? Well, today, I feel immensely proud to share with you that I did accomplish the mission of becoming the fittest version of the old you must die for the new you notices your effortful actions. It will go ahead and bless you with unanticipated wins. Your confidence soars, your brilliance heightens up, and your willpower gains momentum. And eventually, you will be so happy that you began today. And that's exactly improvement, ongoing self-excavation, and continuous reflection. And that's my third mantra for you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Being consistent in your efforts, being consistent in all that you do simply by having an installation protocol. Something like a habit tracker, which I have before you here. Making a gratitude journal. Habits like honing your communication skills and life skills every single day. And that's exactly what separates the best from the rest. Golden habits. Golden habits represent the difference between mediocrity and mastery. Today, I invite you to this fact of choosing the golden habits that will help you represent. I have come to realize that very often we underestimate the power of a simple touch, of a genuine smile, of an authentic compliment, of a helping hand, and a listening ear. And these are some of the things that have the potential to change the world around. And that's my fourth mantra for you to consider as something, a fire that helps you labor for the impact and not just income. It is all about making a difference right where you are planted. According to a scientific study, human minds are hardwired for compassion and not self-interest. In fact, William James, a leading researcher in the field of positive psychology, suggests that connecting with people in a meaningful way can boost up your confidence, your mental and physical health. It creates in you a feeling of elevation that goes ahead and inspires you to continue with the chain reaction of giving. And therefore, I feel all of these values represent impact, contribution, usefulness, and meaningfulness. Martin Luther King, in his last sermon, had said, everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to know about the second theory of thermodynamics to serve. All you need is a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. Ladies and gentlemen, there are two types of speakers I can do without. Those who never think to stop, and those who never stop to think. I sincerely hope that I haven't been either. Today, as you're ready to embark upon your main mission of becoming the best version of you, the main mission of accomplishing your long-cherished goals, I wish you an epic result as you keep upgrading your happiness, liveliness, and feeling of helpfulness. With these tools of consistency, confidence, compassion, and commitment, I would like to leave you with the words of Swami Vivekananda. Brave, bold people, these are what we want. What we want is vigor in the blood, strength in the nerves, iron muscles, and nerves of steel, and not softening namby-pamby ideas. Here's a brain tattoo for you to consider. Own your game, raise your craft, lift the world.